I am typically not someone who will travel during the holidays. It's just not something that I do. I'm the mom, right? I'm the wife. I'm the manager of the home. So I have to make sure that the holidays run smoothly. So to leave 2 days before to go to paradise, well, who do I think I am? I'm me. I'm Ani Bella. That's who. And I needed a break. So many tasks, so many things to do. Being grandma, being mom, not being the favorite parent, being the parent that gets shunned sometimes, and the biggest blow to my ego and to my heart, not getting to see my grandson for the holidays. I have my immediate family and friends and neighbors, but the rest of my family, my biological family, are spread far and wide. And to be honest, we're not very close. It's just circumstances. Sometimes it's like that. But I do have great friends, and one of those lovely friends invited me on a trip, and I said yes. Because one thing I know that I needed a reset. And I needed it in a place that was just going to speak to my soul. And that's how I ended up in Tulum 2 days before Christmas. This was my 3rd time in Tulum, and this time I stayed where the jungle meets the ocean. We stayed in a cute little palapa-styled room that had recently been remodeled. It was a little rustic, which when I'm in Tulum, I actually love. It's very earthy, not too fancy, but comfortable. Very, very comfortable. I will say that since my last stay in Tulum, the prices were definitely a lot more steep than they were, but I had heard that that was the case during the pandemic. But the way I was feeling and for what I needed, you just couldn't put a price on this view. The duration of our trip was a total of 3 days and 2 nights. And I cannot begin to tell you how absolutely wonderful and peaceful it felt to wake up to the sound of the ocean every morning. To get out of my bed, open the door, and step out to this beautiful beachy paradise. Trust me, if it had not been so close to Christmas, I would have booked another day. The only thing that I really wanted to do on this trip was honestly find a little peace. I love my home. I love my family. It's great, but I wanted just unscheduled, unhurried, unbothered, free time. Time where I didn't have to think about what room I was going to do next in my house, whether or not I was going to get the Christmas decorations done, what to wear to the next Christmas party, what we were going to do for Christmas dinner, how the New Year's Eve party was going to go. None of that. I didn't worry about any of that. I just worried about the meal that I was having in the moment, the wonderful customer service, and that view. Oh my God, you guys. That view. It's perfection. It also gave me the opportunity to reflect, because isn't that really the first step of changing your life, which is something that I do want to do. I mean, I have a really good life, and I love my family, I love my friends, I love my new home, but something is missing, and I know it. Having the things that I need and being able to do a lot of the things that I want is wonderful, but I still feel like I need to elevate. Not so much my surroundings or even like buying new things, but I know upon self-reflection that I need to start taking better care of myself. I need to start celebrating myself. I need to start celebrating being a 52-year-old woman and showing the world what that looks like now, because it's not the same as it was back in the day. I am vibrant. I am strong. I am healthy, and whatever health problems I do have, I am fixing those. I can celebrate life and live life just as well as any young person can. I'm still very capable, even if I'm this age. Because it can be easy to get down on yourself when the world sees you as a discard sometimes. But during this self-reflection, I realized that I don't care what the world has to say. Say what you want, do what you want. I'm still in control of my life. I'm still in control of my choices. And the way that some people feel about older people, well, you know what? That's their problem, because I'm never going to let that stop me. I didn't realize that Martha Stewart didn't start her company until she was 50. And it's not that I want to be some boss babe, because that's not what this is about. But my point is, when I was watching her, I was in my 20s. It didn't even occur to me that she was the age that I am now. And she was really just starting to be who she has turned into today. That's profound. And that lets me know that it's never too late to change, to pivot, to start something new, or to just grow into yourself. You're always growing into yourself. You don't have it all together at 30. And honestly, should you? So through my self-reflection, I realized that I was not going to let age or size or skin color or any of that stop me from living my life and from elevating my life, whatever that looks like. The other hard truth that I had to accept on this trip, unfortunately, was that as much as I love certain people in my life, I know and I have to accept that I can't make them do anything. You can't make people love you the way that you want them to love you. You can't make people respect you if they don't want to. And you have to set boundaries, even when those boundaries mean that some people may really have to be loved from afar, especially if that's what they believe that they want. You can't force someone into your life, even though you love them immensely. Honestly, you guys, that was probably the hardest lesson. But if it hinders me from being the best that I can be, and if it stresses me out, if it negatively affects my health and well-being, then I have to let it go. And if it's meant to be here, if that person or those people are meant to be in my life, they'll find their way back. Setting boundaries with the people that you love is just important. And as much as I don't want to hurt anybody and I don't want to be hurt, it has to happen. I'm also an Aries, so I'm always going to eventually do what's best for me. Aries, we're all about self-preservation, if you believe in that sort of thing. I kind of do and I kind of don't. I just inserted it for a little humor, because this was getting a little heavy. Just know that at the end of the day, it's all good things. And that's what I'm focusing on in 2024. All good things, because those are the things we're supposed to think on. We're supposed to think on the joy and the peace and the happiness. And we're supposed to lean into taking care of ourselves. I honestly believe you're given one body, you're given one mind, you're given one life. And you can spend it being upset. You could spend it fighting the power. You could spend it begging people to love you or to be in your life, or you can spend it enjoying beautiful things. You can spend your life with people who want to be there. You could spend your life discovering something new. I just believe this is a great time for people to start going on their own quests to find what it is that brings joy. We all need to find what it means to bring peace, even if it means just taking a walk around our neighborhood in the evenings after dinner. Whatever you need to do to discover you and what you want and what's important to you, do that. I'm glad I took this trip because I'm a little more clear on my goals. My goals I hold personal. I don't really share those publicly, but I'm a little more clear on those. And I'm a little more clear on what I think I need going into 2024. I'm not saying that I have all the answers, because I don't. But what I am saying is I've had a good reset. And that was the whole purpose of the trip. That's it. That's the video. See you in the next one.